All right, welcome to Sonoma's Sideshow, recorded at Grim Reaper Studios, located somewhere at the base of the beautiful Blue Mountains in eastern Oregon. I'm your host, Les the Snowman Kinnear. Tonight, we got Joe B in the house.
What up, everybody? I'm here.
So we're going to have some weird discussions.
Oh my God, yes.
Go through a few things. Should be a good night.
Lots of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot to talk about. What have you been up to?
You know, since the last time. So I am recovering. I just got over a very, very mild sickness.
Okay.
I had a really bad man cold earlier this week. But I am on the mend. I'm better. I still sound a little froggy.
Right.
You know, maybe I could be a Patrick Mahomes impersonator. I thought it was more Peter Griffin than Kermit. Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah.
I throw a touchdown, and then I'm going to go to Walt Disney World and celebrate. Go Chiefs!
I was going to talk to you about the Super Bowl, actually.
Dude, that was so awesome. I loved it. I thought that was one of the better Super Bowls I've watched.
Good. Yeah.
You know, because I really didn't have a dog in either fight, so it was like. But what was my prediction last time?
I think you said the Chargers. No,
The Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Did I say 28-24?
I think so.
Okay, I was a little bit off on the score prediction, but it ended up being kind of what I predicted of, like, you know, it was going to be kind of a slobber knocker back and forth a little bit. Eagles going to get out ahead, and then, yeah. You know, and then the uproar about the halftime show.
I know.
You know?
What was that all about?
I don't know.
I did watch it. I didn't know what the big deal was. They're all the same to me.
They're all shitty.
Yeah, I mean,
every single one of them sucks. I mean,
and somebody was bad mouthing because she lip synced portions of it.
Of course she did.
And
There's
I'm like,
100,000 people there. You think they're going to have a sound system where her voice is going to carry?
Yeah. That's
no.
Like, come on. They all do that.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, you know, unless you're going to pop a titty out or something. I mean, the halftime shows are terrible.
Yeah.
You know, ever since Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, I mean, they set the bar so high by doing that.
And, you know, I always thought that was fake. Like, it looked fake to me.
It looked staged. It was like, oh, I accidentally, like, it's like, well, you had a big old, like, Godsmack sun nipple piercing thing on that thing. It was like, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew somebody was going to see that. You know, 65 million people were going to see that.
Yeah.
Or how many ever million was watching the Super Bowl then. I don't know. All I know is I was sitting next to my dad when that happened. And my dad has always been a huge Janet Jackson fan.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird. It's either Janet Jackson or Sammy Hagar. And so, but anyway, Dad's always.
Big mix.
It is. Dad's always loved Janet Jackson, right? And so he's watching this Super Bowl and he's just like, oh, there she is. There's Janet. And then at the end, when Justin Timberlake, you know, did that and her thing got exposed, he came up out of his chair and was like doing like this weird like side gallop thing. I don't know how to explain it.
He was so happy.
Yeah, it was pure emotion and like instinct at that moment for him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Do you think he still thinks about it?
We still talk about it all the time.
Right. Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Yeah, it was comical. It was quite comical.
So you just got off work. You're headed home.
Yeah. Well, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you were like, I'm going to stop off. We're going to do a pod, which is great because I had another gentleman that was we were planning on doing something today, and he, you know, it just didn't work out. And so when you said
the weather's been pretty nappy around here, so
yeah, it's bizarre. It feels like the last snowstorm that we're going to have, though. I hope I'm right. You know, and this next week or so, this is it. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. I am ready for...
Especially because you got to drive in it.
Well, that and I'm done.
Yeah. You ready to take that new boat out? Let's talk about that.
Oh, yes. I bought a boat. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a boat owner. I'm a captain.
Yeah. Not just a seaman.
No, I'm a captain now.
Yeah.
It is a 14... I think it's a 14-foot. I haven't picked it up yet.
Okay.
It's basically a dinghy, but it's got like swivel seats on it.
Ooh.
Comes with a trolling motor. Comes with an easy load trailer.
Hey,
dude,
I will say, the first thing when I saw that, I was like, oh, sick, that's cool, because we like to kayak and stuff. But that boat made me think of this time I was out there kayaking at the reservoir here outside of town, and I had the family with me, and we're all kind of just kayaking around. I'm sitting actually in a lawn chair, and somebody was out not that far away from me in a boat just like the one you're talking about, exactly the same makeup, and there was somebody on that front seat. And somebody on the back, and I wasn't really paying much attention to him, and then we heard something. We look over there, and they flipped it.
Oh no!
And Wendy goes, "Let's get over there and go get him," and I'm like, what? So I grabbed a kayak, I paddle over there, and we towed him back, and I made Jenny paddle behind me, and she and then the guy I think he was a little bit older too, and he was holding on to the back of my kayak and holding on to the little boat. And then she was kind of on top of the boat, and they'd lost their cell phones, everything. And then I just, paddled hard until I got them over. And I would say we were 50 yards from that, but it felt like 1,000, when I was towing all those people. And, but then we got them over there and kind of got them up on the bank, and then we left. But I'll never forget that. I'm like, yeah, well, they got cocky in that little boat, thinking that,
yeah, that is also, I am concerned about that a little bit. I don't want that to happen, but you just always got to have proper protection.
You do. God, I almost died on that sailboat I had. I bought a sailboat, didn't know anything about it. It almost killed me multiple times. Multiple. Yeah. And that's what you get,
Yeah.
But no, you're gonna be a top-notch sailor on that thing.
Oh man,
because you've already got the kayaks mastered.
Yeah.
Your dad has a big, giant, expensive boat that you know how to run, probably.
Not really.
Okay, well,
I mean, I'm sure I know how to turn it on and whatnot, but it's that thing's way out of my league. No, I think I'll be happy with my little 14-foot.
Right on.
It's not the size that matters anyway, folks.
It's not.
No.
It's
if it gets you from the dock to your favorite fishing hole, it's the perfect size.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So, sports, we got, what are you doing now that football's over?
I'll just kind of catch up on basketball highlights, still follow the Blazers a little bit,
really?
But, thanks to, rights and whatever not, I don't have the right streaming service to watch their games.
Oh, so yeah. I know.
God, that pisses me off.
Hey, that's a good point then. Okay. So our mutual friend who has been on the show, Brad Fairbank,
okay,
he has, him and his son have their own little TV company, if you will, internet TV, and it's called RidgeTop, right? And he's been talking about it for a while, and he's, a fictitious sponsor of the show now. Thank you, Brad. RidgeTop. Hope to get a T-shirt at least. But anyways, I finally subscribed to it, and right away, I mean, the first time I had it, I got, I saved $80 on a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the feds are going to come knocking or...
Oh, man.
But, I mean, the crazy thing is so you think about this weekend. So that's what I was going to go into about the sports. Mm-hmm. You've got UFC Fight Night. So that's at the headquarters in Vegas. You've got... Actually, yeah, I have that stuff here.
So is that Jake Paul, Tommy Fury fight? Is that going on too? Or
yes. So you got Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fighting on Sunday.
God, I hope Tommy Fury just
technically
knocks the shit out of him.
I do too. I'm praying. I'm praying to the boxing gods. I've had enough of this kid.
I know. It's just
and I'm not saying he doesn't have talent.
I hope he comes back. He comes back the next fight and wins, right? Uh-huh. But he needs a slice of humble pie.
He does.
Just,
I mean,
with
good
a little
for
extra
him.
Cream on top. Tommy Fury, Godspeed, brother. Get him.
Yeah, and what's Tommy got to lose? He looks like a beautiful Roman. I mean, the dude is just hideous looking.
I know.
But anyway, so you've got that fight on Sunday. That's supposedly, I think it's going to be on, I don't know even what thing pay-per-view it is, but I should be able to get that on RidgeTop Television.
Okay.
Look that up online. Then so UFC Saturday night fights, Paul Fury on Sunday.
Paul. Okay.
And then who else? Oh, then there's more fights. There's there's on One, which is if anybody who has Prime, you get to watch this because Prime and One, which is used to be bigger than the UFC at one point, they have a big fight coming up tonight, and that's Lineker and Andrade. And I watched tonight their first fight, and Lineker was the champion, and I think Andrade's more of a Muay Thai guy, but he kicked him in the nards so damn hard that they both lost the belt. Nobody got the belt.
Oh,
so gotcha. He was the belt, but he lost it because it was a no contest.
Gotcha.
So this is the second fight that they're going to fight, and I don't know a lot about the folks over at One, but it's been fun to kind of, I know we get it.
A fight's a fight. I
mean, and it's free on
Prime. I have Prime. I do have Prime, so and it's probably you can probably watch it for a while too.
But that should be on RidgeTop TV also.
Okay.
And then Bellator. on Saturday. They have, and I haven't kept up in Bellator, but apparently it's Asmozov versus Storley 2. So apparently they've fought before too.
Okay.
And it's for the welterweight world championship over there in Bellator. So, Storley's American and.
Wow, look at their records, man. So.
Oh yeah, 20. Amazov. How would you say that? Amazov
or whatever. He's 26-0. And Storley is 14-1.
Yeah.
5'10", 5'8", same weight.
170 pounds.
Ooh. Something tells me that Ukrainian's tougher than boiled out shit.
Yeah, that's usually the case, it seems like.
Yeah,
so
I think that one, somebody's going to get bloody in that fight.
So it's like several of these leagues are fighting this weekend, and I'm excited about it because I should technically be able to watch all of those for a fraction of what I was spending before.
Right.
So we'll see. Well, I know the guy who runs a company, and he will get a stern letter if I'm not able to. Stern letter.
Stern letter.
My grandpa always did that. He always wrote letters to companies. All of them.
Like it, like it has an impact.
Yeah. And he would love it. But I think I mentioned this before, that when I was a kid, I saw him do that. So one time I wrote a big letter to HBO. And I was mad at them because they had lost Mike Tyson he wasn't fighting under them anymore. And I was in high school. So this would have been 1989, 90 or something. For some reason, they weren't carrying him anymore or something. There was a bump in the contract. And I was so mad. I wrote them and they wrote me back and said, we're sorry, but, some big adult words that I probably didn't know, but, and nothing else. But they did write me back. But that's how I loved Mike Tyson when I was a kid in high school,
Everybody loved Mike Tyson.
So it was like, how
Mike
dare
Tyson,
you?
Mike Jordan, and Mike Jackson, man. And those are the three Mikes that you just...
Yeah, sorry, Michael Jackson's not allowed on my podcast. I mean, sorry.
Cheers.
So, lots of sports, lots of fighting going on right now, all over the damn place. And that'll be fun. So, no other sports. It's spring. You don't do spring sports, really, do you? Golf?
I play a little golf every now and then. No more than just the average Joe. Lots of fish. I do plan on doing a lot more angling, fishing.
Yes.
A lot more fishing. But, I'm really looking forward to the warmer weather because, as you know, I am a big fan of camping.
Yes. I can't wait myself.
Roughing it. Sasquatch 2023.
Yes.
Squatch Fest 2023.
It's happening, folks.
It is,
and we'll do a full video. We'll put out a video of it.
Yeah, we should.
My dad's pumped up. He's planning on coming. I mean, we should invite all the thousands of listeners and see if we can get a few more people.
That would be cool.
It's going to be a party.
It will be Indian Lake Campground.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't picked the weekend yet. We're probably thinking, whenever.
Yeah. But it's coming. It's coming, and we're gonna do it.
You know what we could do? We could tie it into mid-August.
Mid-August.
Yes, because I will be turning the big 4-0.
Oh, somebody's turning 4-0.
Yeah. And my wife asked me, "What do you want to do for your 40th?" And I said, "I already got it planned. I want to go camping."
Right.
And so how fun would that be? Just make it like a 5-day weekend. And just,
it would be awesome. Bring
get
up the tattoo gun, do some face tats.
Oh, man.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just not ready for it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Thinking we should start with neck.
Yeah, well, Ugh. On Instagram, I noticed, and I don't know why the algorithm did, but the one of the commercials or advertisements, as my buddy Perry would say, it it shows, oh shit, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Advertisements. Well, on Instagram, they have all these damn
algorithms.
Commercials.
We were talking about tattoos.
So it's been
algorithms.
That's what it is, and it's been sending me these nonstop commercials about getting tattoos with this new cream, like that. Which I already knew about, but I was like, that's interesting. That it must be becoming a big thing now.
Sure.
But yeah. The bad thing about that is that means more people will get tattoos, and I'm over it.
I know.
God, I'm over it. It's just everybody.
I know.
And I'm a hypocrite because I have two, but it's just like, all right, come on.
Well, the big thing now is the face tattoos.
Exactly.
The right there on the cheek or above the eyebrow or whatever, and it's like it's cool,
Yeah.
But I just, goddamn, that is so out there, and like, teach their own.
To each their own. I mean, I love.
I have a
artistry.
tattoo on my hand. I have them on my arms, my legs,
mid back,
lower back, taint.
Yeah, I did that one. That gun right there.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, immortalized forever.
Yeah, well, the shit, it gummed down and hadn't worked since. God, it's just a mess.
You're supposed to shave the area first.
Well, I wanted a challenge.
Ooh. It's still itchy every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever healed right.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to put ointment on it.
Tangent. Okay.
I forgot Pericare. I didn't do Pericare.
Pericare. Oh, that takes me
It's
back.
old nursing, certified nursing aid.
Me too.
So, okay, let's get on to, I wanted to talk about the strange news stuff.
Ooh, yes.
So, what the hell with all the weather balloons and all that stuff?
Oh, man.
And it was freaking me out because, they're not talking and I couldn't tell, but I'm like, okay, it's obviously just weather balloons and stuff like that, but
is it?
It feels weird. Something feels weird about it.
And then that one dude's like toy one got shot down with a missile. Like a $200 Amazon fucking high altitude balloon shot down with $100,000 fucking Tomahawk missile.
Yeah, especially if the kid was there, like,
Oh yeah, just playing it.
Daddy,
Dad, check it out! I'm at 30,000 feet.
Boom.
Imagine if that thing had GoPro on it. Seeing that.
That would be sick. Actually.
That would actually be cool. I mean, that would, but yeah.
It'd be worth it, to get that footage.
But yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
There's so much UFO talk now, dude.
Yeah.
Like at work when you open up the internet, it comes with little news clips or whatever, and all of them are like UFO sighting, UFO sighting, UFO sighting, and then now I'm starting to see Bigfoot on there.
I have. So have I. Okay, I'm glad because I noticed on my computer at work or for work too. It's like what do we use? We use Bing or no? We use whatever we use.
Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, that's it. Edge. Yeah, the stories. There's a lot of UFO and a lot of Squatch. Both subjects I love dearly.
And football,
and you go down the rabbit hole.
And then, of course, there's some politics stuff in there.
Yeah,
lots of LGBTQ TIA stuff.
Yep, I can't. That's great. I don't. There's too many letters. I don't know.
I know.
There's something for everyone.
There is. It's inclusive. All inclusive. It's
I went and took a quick spin and wanted to see if I could find any weird stories for the show tonight. So I thought this one cracked me up.
No way.
Yes, in Las Vegas, let me hear. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile has been dogged by some thieves.
Thank you, tweakers.
By some thieves in Las Vegas. The 27-foot hot dog-shaped vehicle was in Sin City this past weekend for a series of events tied to the Super Bowl weekend. But early Friday morning, the Wienermobile's catalytic converter was stolen. I mean, no mercy. No mercy.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah.
For real.
I mean,
Jesus.
And the rest of the article's like that. Everybody's just like, what? Really? The Wienermobile.
The Wienermobile. It's like you couldn't go find like a Maserati or something to rip off. You're going to rip off the Wienermobile.
Yeah. And I think, you know, in the story it talks about the where they were parked, they were part of another organization going on, and that organization's offered to pay for the catalytic converter. But I mean, Oscar Mayer doesn't need that. But somebody, I mean, good Lord, that's just all right. Let me find the other one here.
Oh man.
Okay. Georgia man arrested for alleged DUI while driving ambulance naked.
Oh.
Bradley Jermaine Baker, 48, is suspected of having been under the influence of narcotics when he stole the ambulance. So he stole the ambulance, took it out for a drive on Friday. They had to chase him around, and what people noticed was there was an ambulance doing burnouts and stuff. You know, and cookies, and they were like, that can't be right. And so then, you know, they pulled him over. And,
he was naked.
And there's the, you know, picture. I won't show the audience, but he's in the back of the car.
He's having a good time.
Yeah.
He was having a good time.
But I'm sure there was, you know, other things involved there.
Oh, But who hasn't wanted to grab a public vehicle and go spin some broke?
I do it on GTA all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's public. That's probably what he was thinking. He's probably thinking, you know, publicly owned. You know, I'm just going to go have a little fun. Yeah, no.
Get my tax dollars back.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, and then the last story I found, it just made me giggle, beans that I used to ride motorcycles. Or I still do, I guess. I just don't have any.
You were like in a ruthless biker gang.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't. Company launches world's first airbag jeans for motorcyclists. Oh, hell yeah. So there's a Swedish company, and they've developed these denim jeans that.
So it saves your cheeks and your thighs.
Yeah. So it basically you look like Hans
from the knee down.
Yeah, you look like Hans and Franz, and maybe I can put a picture of this up when I edit it. But yeah, so that cracked me up.
But I could use a pair of pants like that, considering that I'm lacking in the backside.
Right. That's what I thought. I mean, it gives you booty right away.
Instant booty, but man, look at the thighs it gives you on that.
Yeah, that looks sick. Imagine walking into a gym or something, just wearing spandex or with those on underneath.
Or like you walk in and it looks all tiny, you like do one squat and then buff them out.
Let them go out.
And then you just walk out.
God, I love those videos where people are disciplinmente, where the people are being in a gym and some smart ass will be in there and screaming, and they got a video going to watch the other weightlifters. They just fuck with weightlifters. Yeah, that always cracks me up.
Have you seen the one where he's probably, I'm guessing he's in his late 40s, early 50s, kind of bald headed guy, and he like walks through all the and
he bumps into him. Yes, God, there are some suicidal people out there.
Well, because every time he does it, they just look at him kind of like, the hell?
Yeah, and because that I've seen that that must be his shtick, you know, for his channel. But I mean, then I had one come through the algorithm, and it showed the real thing, like dudes bumping and just uncorking on each other right in the middle of the gym, you know.
Yeah,
you know, isn't that weird how that algorithm will just? Blake and I were laughing about that. I think I'll go through Instagram and it'll be like Vislas and cooking barbecue. Somebody gets ran over, you know, and it's a third world country, and
Wicked
it shows
slams.
Yeah, and then, you know, something tragic, and then a fight, you know, a street fight.
Yep. And it goes back to Vislas.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell?
I know, dude.
But I keep looking.
Yeah, you know, let's test that theory. I bet mine goes corgi.
Yeah.
Steak video. Probably something that's heavy metal related.
Yeah.
And then probably like something violent.
Mm-hmm. I'm serious. Blake and I tested this.
Yep. Hold on. We're gonna find this out. We're gonna find this out. Okay, this is actually my friend Justin having a fabulous time. Looks
right,
like.
But I'm talking about when you do this.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The reels, is that what I don't know what they're called.
All right. So we got Trailer Park Boys. Pranking.
I like the pranks.
And looks like.
Oh, I didn't know you were into that. Oh God, I'll edit it.
Oh, she's playing a guitar.
Oh,
okay. That was that's funny. Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, usually it works.
Yeah.
And no, you know, it's just bizarre. I don't know what that means. Maybe how does it know? Like, I don't look up street fights or because I hate that stuff. I don't want to see that violence. I mean, I like sporting violence. But
yeah,
not,
organized.
Yes,
organized.
Not street stuff where people are getting assaulted.
Yeah, like the ones where the ones that are kind of comical, like where you got some cocky dude, and then the one dude just kind of gives him one shot, and the guy like stumbles down, and it's over.
Those are okay, but not the ones where they're stomping.
Yeah, I can't do those ones, man. That's hardcore.
What are you doing? But yeah. So you haven't asked what I got here.
I was waiting. So I see we've got something from Carlos Castaneda.
So my dad, former English teacher, he gave me his set. I don't know if this was his set or he purchased it or but he sent me this set, and there's 4 of them that come in a set, but it's Carlos Castaneda. Okay. And apparently in the early 70s, you know, he was a well-known author. So I have read his first book, and essentially what he does is he tells the story of befriending, you know, somebody in a Native American tribe, and they take mescaline, you know, and they go out and they learn how to, and he does a spirituality thing,
goes
right?
to the spirit world.
Yes, and so they're great. You know, but they're little kooky, and I like it. You know, it's so this is the one I just started. So it's Carlos Castaneda, Separate Reality: Further Conversations with Don Juan.
Okay.
So there's one before this, but you know, I don't need to go and look it up, right? You know, but this guy here. So then I thought that would be a perfect time for show and tell because my wife and I we have a good friend that.
Sugar Night.
Bought us a
Shungite.
Shungite, box of Shungite, and it comes in different pieces, and some are polished and some are not. So my wife let me have this one, and let me see here. Go ahead, get a feel of that. You want to taste it? This is a rare 2 billion year old mineral. Comes from the ancient deposit in the Karelia region of Russia.
Oh,
yeah.
I shouldn't have licked that.
Yeah, we don't know. Where it's been used for centuries for healing purposes.
Oh, okay.
A scientifically tested sorbent that purifies water, air, organic. It's got Shungite provides strong protective and cleansing properties. Man, it just goes on and on. This thing will make you young again. Okay,
really interesting.
And I've noticed it. Like I'll.
It's a beautiful stone.
Feels good. Try it.
What do you do?
Just enter out your third eye.
Okay, third eye. My brown eye.
No, not your brown eye. I mean, if that's what you're into, I can.
Well, it might. Okay, so you just. I mean, the coolness of it feels nice.
I know. Do you feel different? Nailed it. Oh my God. Speaking of, okay, you know how all guys, if you're into watching fighting and stuff, everybody says, what would be my walkout song, right? And when you know that song that you're like, if I was going to beat the hell out of somebody, this is the song I'd want to hear before I tried to beat the hell out of somebody. I can't remember what fighter it was I recently saw, but they came out to that chanting band. What's it called? The Woo or...
Oh, the Who?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was startling. Like...
Yeah.
Because you're the one that showed me those guys. And explain who they are. Like,
so the Who is a Mongolian... kind of a rock, kind of they're almost heavy metal. I mean, they don't play any heavy metal instruments,
right?
But the theme, they're just kind of a darker themed. But their lyrics, their sound, everything is based on traditional Mongolian stories and legends, and culture and things like that. But they've like collaborated with a lot of big name rock artists. Like they did, Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach has done a few songs with them. Lizzie Hale from Hailstorms done a few. I know at least one, and then there's some others. But it's infectious, man. And if there wasn't copyright issues, I totally
I know
play some right now.
Yeah,
but
it is. When I first heard it, I got chills because they're playing their some of that sounds like native instruments to their country, and it's
and then they're doing the traditional
Go
throat
ahead.
singing.
Yeah.
I
But
can't
when
do it as good as they do.
But
Close,
when
but
when
not
you
quite.
hear a Metallica cover in that, say,
Yeah, they do a cover of "Sad but True," and it's actually pretty. It's amazing.
it's incredible.
It
And
really is.
So now my walkout song for years has been Stevie Ray Vaughan, Voodoo Child, his version of Voodoo Child.
Okay.
But I think I'm changing it to these guys. Because, and maybe it's the Viking in us, that it strikes a chord with. That, that European, because it sounds a lot like, that to me. And
Yeah, kind
I
of
just
that
want to go to
traditional
battle when I hear it.
I hear you.
Until I would get right close to it and be like, no, wait a minute, never mind.
If I was gonna have like a fight
What's your song?
I've been thinking about this for a little bit now. I would want something that is gonna have like a psychological effect, because we're both walking into this ring. We're both fighters. We're both trained to knock the shit out of each other.
Right.
We don't really have an edge one way or the other. One might be a better wrestler.
Right.
One might be a better striker. But it's about the mental game, right?
Yeah.
So find a song that just causes some unease. And there's a couple that are coming to mind right now. One is the title track to the band Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
Okay. A song that was written about Bill Ward's nightmare about seeing a demon in his sleep.
Oy.
Okay.
Oy.
Dark as shit.
Yeah.
Right. That one just kind of just the rain, something like that. Okay, another one.
But you only have so much time. That's the
right.
thing.
That's the hard part. Like it would have to be
especially with the UFC, like when they do their
I know.
Vegas stuff, they just ding 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 ding. You got a couple of seconds to get your song, So what? Go on. What's your next one? What's
the next one? So this one, you're talking about like Vikings stuff. All right.
Okay.
Gwar Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it online.
Dude, that song, it's obviously it's a song about Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because Gwar was very much
Gwar
involved with Norse mythology, but yeah, it's just got it's just badass, dude. So that one, Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath, like if they allowed like a 12-minute like walk in, I could totally pull that one off. Or anything by Tool, dude. Like a
okay.
yeah, you knew that was coming, right?
Yeah. Apparently he likes Tool. No, I love Tool. They're good. From what I know.
I'm thinking like
I'm surprised you didn't. Yeah, that's
Sober from Tool would be a good one. That's got a good, nice, hard, heavy intro to it. But something that's kind of more of like a kind of messing with, maybe like a Ticks and Leeches. That drum intro would really grab him by the balls and let him know that
you're the only person I know that can do, probably any sort of desk-related work, math, writing reports, whatever, and have heavy metal going in the background and just be.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I gotta have silence.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. If it's silence, I look for noise.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Like noise, it like centers me to be able to focus.
Because you go to sleep listening to it sometimes.
Yeah, I
heavy
do.
metal.
Yeah,
I've witnessed it. We've slept together.
Within proximity.
Yes.
Naked.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I remember Blake being a little weirded out
Yeah.
after our camping trip. It's like, dude, what are you listening to?
Yeah, but he does the same thing. He
Behemoth.
likes to listen to something, his podcasts or whatever too, just like I do. But
Oh yeah.
I remember one time he didn't have something, his phone or something was messed up and he couldn't. Maybe his phone was dead, so he had no choice and he has to listen to something before he goes to bed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll put mine on speaker. You can listen to what I listen to. Well, it was Sasquatch Chronicles. Look those guys up. Look that guy up, Les, on Sasquatch Chronicles. Very good. But, and he has free stuff on YouTube, but he also has a subscription. But anyways, there's this one episode that he has on there where it plays a real famous, it talks about this real famous case in Northern California. Not the Patty one, or maybe it's the Sierra, it's in the Sierras or something, but it's Ralph Moorhead. It's the Ralph Moorhead one where there's all these noises. Well, I've heard it multiple times, right? And it is freaky, but I fell asleep. Blake apparently was just laying there. I just didn't all night, listening to that. It freaked him out, And so I always get a good laugh about that. But
yeah, how'd you sleep last night, son?
Terrible. He did. He's like, Dad, I couldn't sleep. I mean, did you listen to that? I'm like, I've listened to it multiple times. Dad, that was scary. And he's, he completely does not believe in Sasquatch, but when he was listening to that laying there, he kind of did.
I think after that one trip where I introduced my Sasquatch call, I think that got him.
Which is spot on.
I know.
Spring's coming.
Spring.
What's the big plans, if any?
So my oldest is going to do track and field. So I'll have, but that's not long lived. Definitely some fishing. I definitely got some fishing plans. Got some camping and fishing, but definitely got to get some projects done around the casa.
I know.
Yeah,
you saw my floor in the kitchen.
I got a fence to build. I've got a roof to fix. I've got the list goes on and on. But hey,
it's an investment.
It is an investment that I'm never going to see the return on.
Yeah.
No.
Just spend part of your soul doing it. But I get it. It's a home. I mean,
yeah. I would like to, maybe catch a concert or two before the weather turns, too hot or cold again. But we'll see. But definitely, lots of springtime activities. Lots of time outside, man.
Yeah.
I just, it's been kind of one of those years where we've been shut in for a long ass time. But yeah, I think this is the year where I just get outside more.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a lot of projects around the outside that I'm really excited for, but I do need to get a floor in the kitchen down.
Yes.
I just hate. It's harder to get on my hands and knees and do that stuff now.
Oh, I know.
I've done it. So I got to do that. And then, I think in May, we're going to go to Palm Springs again.
Oh,
with my dad.
That's lovely.
My dad and his wife. And so, we're looking forward to that.
Huh.
Thank you, Kevin and Chris. We love you.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and we went last year, and I really liked that. It was a cool place, so I'm looking forward to kind of exploring a little more this time. Last time I just drank and sat by the pool, but that's in May, so looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Like you said, I want to go camping and get the kayaks out. The labrums feel good. It's actually the labrums. It's arthritis. My arthritis is feeling okay.
Yes. No, I definitely, even though I am getting this little boat, I definitely want to get the kayaks out too. Probably what I'll do is I'll just throw the kayak on top of the boat, take the boat out, run it around a little bit, and then kayak.
Or it's the dinghy to the dinghy.
It's the dinghy to the dinghy. I can
dinghy
tow
to
it.
the dinghy.
But
cool, cat.
But yeah, it's just another vessel that when I take the family up to the lake, we have multiple floating vessels that we can all enjoy.
That's the cool part.
Because the cool thing about this little dinghy is I'll be able to take Sven with me out on it.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Take the dog.
Yeah.
Sven is your corgi?
Yes, Sven is my corgi.
Yes.
He's a little big for his breed. We weighed him a couple days ago.
Is he eating good?
Oh yeah, he's dude. Corgis are so food motivated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But yeah, he's not quite 7 months. He'll be 7 months this next weekend, and he weighs like 33 pounds.
Solid though. Is that
thick.
Cellulite or muscle?
He's thick.
Thick.
He's thick. That dog is strong.
He's got back.
Yeah. So, but anyway, and then we still have Bruno.
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah,
Bruno is
Bruno in a while.
Bruno is 14 years old. He'll be 15 in July. So he'll be 15 in July, and Sven will be 1 in July.
Sven's just a baby, man.
He is. He's got a lot.
Does Bruno still hate him?
Yeah.
They haven't grown to love each other yet?
No, I mean, it's Sven thinks he's trying to play with him, and Bruno's trying to tear his face off, but Bruno's missing so many teeth. He's harmless. It's kind of like when Otson chews on Jack's head.
Yeah, it's doing nothing, really.
It just makes his head smell bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his breath is terrible.
Oh.
Not Otson's, but Bruno's breath is...
God, mine's atrocious right now. I just gotta...
Might be mine.
No, that's me. Ouch.
Well,
wow.
Well, thank God I'm still, hanging on to this sinus infection. My sniffer's not too good.
Hey, new guitar?
Yes, dude.
We added a new guitar to the collection. I got this from Big Steve Humphrey. And he told me it was probably a late 80s edition of a Epiphone Dot. I haven't looked it up too much, but it's in good shape and kind of cool. So we're excited about that. And what are you doing with your instruments? You've got the Frankenstrat.
So the Frankenstrat is under construction, and then I've got my Epiphone Sheridan that is it needs new pickups, needs new pots, needs new guts, but
that's the one I made a video recently.
Yeah,
I did not make that a public video yet.
No,
I wanted your permission.
Yeah, that's fine. It would show people when I had hair.
No. Because the full video, it's in color. Yeah, that one. But nobody's ever going to watch it far enough in to see what I wanted them to see. So I did a short, what they call a YouTube short.
Oh, gotcha.
And I just clipped when you start just shredding on the guitar.
Gotcha.
And so we don't even see your face, but you just shred. And then I sent it out to just people in our circles, but I haven't hit, even though you're on the other one that's public, I was like, well, nobody's probably going to watch it that far into it. When they hear me laughing terribly in the back because I'm intoxicated and you're starting that song off. And at the time, I didn't realize, Tiny Strat, I didn't realize it. I didn't even know the song. I didn't recognize it, so I didn't know what was going on.
I wasn't even playing anything other than just making noise because I was waiting for Brad to finish up his drum
greatest air drum solo you will
Dude, that was the
see.
biggest build-up ever. He sat there and twirled his imaginary sticks for 20 minutes.
It was, and then he...
Yeah, when we finally hit it, it was like,
great.
Yes.
Good. It was good work. Good work.
Yeah.
That's on the opening of my video for my intro,
yeah.
so that's kind of funny. So
how many years ago was that?
I know it's getting...
I had a full head of hair.
You did. I mean, if you watch the color video, the full video, I do come up to your face, and it does catch me off guard. But remember when you shaved your beard that time and stopped by the house?
Yeah.
And I was like, just talking to you. That in my mind, I was like, who the hell is this guy? I know him.
Yeah.
But you at that time, you had this. When I met you, you had a big beard.
Yeah, I had the wizard thing going on.
Yeah.
I've been kind of keeping it.
Yeah.
Closer.
So the first time you just woke up one day and said you were going to shave it and then come over to my house, I was in a time warp. I was. I mean...
Yeah, it throws off a lot of people.
It does. And even with me growing this out, this is my COVID beard that you talked me into doing.
Yeah.
And so it's been since 2020.
Yep.
Now I'm like, oh God, I can't shave it off. I'll look terrible.
No, I'm so cautious now. Like before when... if I'd screw up trim, I'd be like, but man, anymore, it's like, no, I got to be real careful.
Yeah.
It's either just let it go crazy or be real careful and keep it nice.
Do you still use that bat guava or that
guano?
Guano? Do you still use that stuff?
I moved on to some new stuff, but
because you're always trying new and weird creams.
Yeah. No, right now I'm using a Buffalo Trace. It's this. I can't remember who. It's made with Buffalo Trace whiskey. It's they sell it here locally at the D&B, but it's pretty
butter,
good.
Oil or butter?
It's oil. I have oil and beard balm.
Yeah,
which I haven't used either today. But if I'm gonna go ahead, you can touch it. It's fairly soft.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't touch mine.
I can't. I won't. My fingers smell like balls.
Yeah, no. So do mine. I just right before you got here. Oh God.
Oh God.
Well, it's winter. It's dry. Everything's chafy.
So do you cup or you kind of pull forward like that, or do you grab and pinch?
Joe, I can't. I've already given way too much information out on this show about me being a sitter when I pee and peeing all over a jiu-jitsu gym bathroom. I mean, I just...
Oh, that's fun. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that conversation.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Are you watching any movies?
What's
new? What are you watching on the tube right now?
I watched the new Top Gun Maverick.
I have not. I'm biased. I'm not into it, but I keep hearing good things about it.
Dude, you have to.
And Tom Cruise, I like Tom Cruise as an actor.
You have to watch it. I mean, I was the same way. Like
Blake
waited.
watched it and he said he hated it.
Well,
and Blake and I are similar in our taste.
Okay, but Blake didn't have the original.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You're right.
You know,
playing with the boys, and they're out there doing sand.
Oh yeah,
Remember
doing
the
the
original?
sand, you know, the highway to the danger zone.
Yeah.
Come on, you know that lick. Oh God, everybody wanted to play that one on the piano.
You getting worked up?
I am, but dude, you've got to see that movie. It's so good.
I'll try. But
You got to. I was skeptical too. I waited forever to watch it. Everybody's, oh, you got to see Top Gun Maverick. I see Top Gun Maverick. Maverick. And so I finally gave in, and Nicole and I watched it together. She's not really into those kind of movies, which was fun for, cool for me. Got to watch it with her, and we both loved it.
That's cool. Maybe I'll try it. Blake tells me not to, but like I said, I like Tom Cruise, but I for me, Tom, I mean, it better be something I'm into, like science fiction, the flying part. And ever since he was on the Today Show with Matt Lauer, when he looked at Matt Lauer and he just kind of melted down, he's like, Matt, you don't know mental health. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't need pills. And he just starts putting down, I think, who was it? Brooke Shields or somebody was taking an antidepressant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the weirdest. It was like I thought maybe they were making a movie clip.
Yeah.
I mean, it turns out Matt was a bit of a horn dog anyways and got fired for, but anyways, I always thought that was weird. Tom, he is a nutbag.
They all are, dude.
But I like him. Well, no movies. I haven't been in movies in a long time. I wouldn't mind going and watching.
I'm trying to think of the last,
I can't go to the theater, for one. It's overstimulating now at this age.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's just too much.
On
such a long walk in
Prime, and it sounds like I'm trying to sell Prime tonight, but on Prime I noticed they have, and I only watched a trailer, and it's called The Consultant.
Ooh.
It's a new series, and it's oh God, I forgot his name. He's a great he was in
Come on now.
I'm going to lose it. I
Come on.
won't even waste your time.
No, we're going to figure this out.
He got an Academy Award because he played like this crazy general, I think, in Inglourious Bastards, maybe, or one of those.
You know what Christoph Waltz.
Yes!
Christoph Waltz.
He is in this, and
I love him.
Look, the trailer shows him. It's this typical, like, I only saw it once, okay, so I might be wrong, but it shows this new age, like, office, where you get to play foosball and do all those things, and I don't know if it's a tech company or what, but it looked everybody's kicked back and feelings, and the CEO gets killed or something happens, and the consultant comes to take the company over for a while, just to run it until the new replacement gets there, and he starts doing some weird stuff. Like he's making them, he has everybody that's working from home. And they base this probably on Elon Musk.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're in the big, hall with TVs and everybody's all technological. And he goes, for all you working at home, you've got 1 hour to get to work or you're fired. And then he moves on. I mean, it's cray. It looks good. I haven't watched it. But
I do like him, he's a
Django
great actor. And Glorious Bastards.
Yes, Django. Holy.
Oh God, he was so good in that movie.
He's a great actor, and this
he
one,
really is.
He is crazy. He is great.
But he was awesome in Glorious Bastards, dude.
He was
amazing.
That was a great movie. I thought.
I mean, if you can stomach the amount of violence and historical inaccuracies,
right? But it was great.
Oh my
It was
God,
fun.
the characters in it were just, and he was such a fun villain. I mean, he was a monster.
He was great.
He was a monster in that movie, dude. He was just a horrible human being, but like he would like spoke 4 languages, and oh my God, dude. You know, just the banter, you know, and then Brad Pitt in that movie is that colonel or
I know
lieutenant or whatever. God,
it was such a good movie. There was a lot of good actors in there, actually.
In the business of killing Nazis.
All right. Well, you know, we're hitting that 50-minute mark.
Oh, we are, aren't we?
Probably need to get off. I appreciate you stopping
by.
Thanks, this
man.
was your idea, and I'm so happy because I was bummed because my other friend couldn't make it, and I was like, and then Joe's like, let's pod. That's what they say now. Pod. Let's pod.
Is that what they say? I think I said you want to do a cast,
which I liked.
I'm changing the lingo.
Yeah.
Cast.
You want to cast?
You want to cast?
Yeah.
Because we could be talking about fishing.
Anything.
We could be talking about broken bones.
Yeah.
We could talk about film.
Yeah.
Gonna cast
the adult films you've made.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah. 2 Inches to Paradise, and then 2 Inches to Paradise: The Return.
Hey-oh. Let's leave us with some words of wisdom, would you? Remember when I would do spitting wisdom? I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, yeah.
What's something we could say that's really like... Oh, God, I did hear something cool the other day. I'm never going to be able to remember it. All this stress of this show and the beer. Nothing.
I'm thinking spitting, so some wisdom.
Something I heard a saying the other day that I was saving for this, but I didn't write it down, you know.
Yeah. I'll come up with something next time I swing by.
All right. I want to thank tonight's guest, Joe Byrnes. Thank the sponsors and listeners, Bill Murphy Roofing, Wandering Wizard Concepts, Vertical Jigs and Lures, DCL Photography, The Shop, DieselFuelFilterKits.com, History Hunters, and Firearm Antiquities. I can't ever say that right. Metal by MOURA and the JON P Salter Foundation. We got some new ones. We got Liberty Detection, RidgeTop Television. I've brought those guys up a couple times, so hopefully I get a t-shirt out of it. We've got Pendleton Outfitters and the Winchett Rose Quarter Horse and Cattle Ranch. That's a wrap, folks. Until the next episode, be good to yourself and each other and say nice things about us, because we are gone.
Goodbye, everybody.
You don't have any wisdom before we leave?
Keep it in the holster.
You can do better. I'm not stopping this until I hear one more something.
All right.
A joke, anything. Brilliance, right now.
All right.
Notice I'm not saying anything.
I know. Throw me on the spot.
I'm kidding, of course. Forget it. All right, thanks, guys.
You can whack it, you can smack it, you can throw it off a wall, but you got to throw it in your shorts to make the last drops fall.
Nailed it. God.
Get that bird. Where's that bird?